All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Strasbourg. And we've got a really interesting matchup here. It's been a little delayed. It was supposed to start about 45 minutes ago, but because of the Navarro comeback win, the match was pushed. But here we go. We're watching Mboko taking on Fernandez. Canadian fight. It's going to be really interesting, this one. I'm excited to see because Mboko needs a win on clay. She hasn't been playing much on clay this season. Hasn't been able to play the clay season properly. And Fernandez has actually been pretty good on clay. So, yeah, this is a really interesting clash. Winner of this plays Christian in the semis. But, yeah, really interested to see how this one actually plays out. And if in which Canadian can win. I think Fernandez might be the slight favorite based on recent form, maybe. I don't know. I know ranking says Mboko, but I don't know. Fernandez on clay. No, she's the underdog. Okay, interesting. I would have thought maybe Fernandez would be at least level. But that is not the case. Fernandez is the underdog. That is exactly what's happening. Also, we've got Dartery and Demonor, which would be a nightmare to commentate, not just because he's Aussie, but also because of the wording of the names. They're playing as well in like half an hour, so we'll watch that as well. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see if Fernandez can get the win over the number one Canadian when she was the number one Canadian for a bit. Any draw shockers? Yeah, Djokovic and Sinner are playing first round. I'm just kidding. No, not really. I mean, not on the men's side. Feast Wawrinka is probably the biggest first round match. But other than that, it's pretty. I think Swiatek's draw sucks, but it always does. The women's side's way more interesting. First rounds. Men's draw, Sinner takes on Mickey Mouse and. Okay, that's harsh. That was harsh. Very harsh. Also, the guy that was doing the draw, he went way too fast. He pulled the names out of he pulled the numbers out like he was late for dinner. Like it was crazy. He was rushing the ceremony. I did not appreciate that. I couldn't keep up. Feels like a 2-week trophy presentation on the men's side. Jesus, all right. If Sinner loses, then we're all going to lose our minds. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt everyone's brains. Crazy. Mboko winning this by at least 3 games, okay? Yeah, the dude was the Verstappen of draw ceremonies. When will the top seeds start playing? Day 1. Day 1. There will be no rest, no waiting. At the slams, we get straight into it. By the way, these two have never played, as far as I remember, unless they played and I didn't remember. No, they did play. Sorry. They played last year in Hong Kong. And Mboko got the win. And went on to win the tournament. So, yeah. End of last year, they played. But, yeah. Seeds start on day 1 in slams. There's no break. No break. Feast for Wawrinka and Osaka. Yeah, there's some interesting matches. You think Carlos will ever come back? Yes. Yes. By the way, all the comparisons to Del Potro and team, they came back and played. So I have full confidence that Alcaraz will come back and play. Will Alcaraz come back and be the same? Will Alcaraz be able to play as well as he did or he was? That's depends when he comes back. Depends if he gets surgery. Depends if he recovers. Like, there's so many ifs. But will he come back? Yes. He will come back. Because all the guys with, even Kyrgios, right? Wrist problems. He's come back and played a few matches. So, yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of Alcaraz. But will he come back the same is to be seen. Also, I think it's too early. I think it's way too early to start calling Alcaraz's career over, because he is also got age on his side. So he could take 5 years to get back, which would be really annoying. But he could take 5 years to get his wrist back in action, and he would still be young, and he would still be only in his mid to late 20s, and still be able to come back and do stuff. But like, yeah, everybody freaking out about Alcaraz. Just relax. He's pulled out of Wimbledon. My guess is the reason why he pulled out so early is because he didn't want to have the hassle of going through every single week where they were, bashing on his door asking when he's going to play. So he probably was like, well, I'm not playing until after Wimbledon. And that'll take the pressure off him. Nobody's going to be paying attention to him. He can rest in peace. He can relax his wrist in peace. He doesn't have to play and do any, there's no pressure on him. He can just chill and recover without anyone bugging him on when he's playing, right? Taylor on the fritz at the moment. Yeah, that's a funny thing to say. All right, players on court. Oh God, this bloody! I tell you, chat. I'm sick of why are you bringing a remote control car out with the coin? I know it's probably like a sponsor, right? Like the sponsor is probably the major sponsor probably made that robot. By the way, look, I'm no engineer, but it's pretty lame. It's like as far as robotics goes, it's just a car. It's like a remote control car. It's I've seen faster race cars down at the track, mate. What is this? Unless it's like automatic, so then we're just using a Roomba. Okay. What are we doing? It's like taking forever to leave the court too. It's like, what are we doing? Come out with bring an actual person robot. The ones that do I saw this one that was really funny where it was like a robot that was doing the dance moves of Michael Jackson that fell over and then it shut down. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. But get a robot that actually walks. Do that. What are we doing these remote control cars? What are we doing? Just give the coin to the umpire and she can just put it in her pocket and then walk out and do the thing. Why do we need a robot to do this? It's a major sponsor, I guess. But it's also that thing is not, I don't find it that impressive. What's so impressive about that robot? Does it talk to you? What, chap? Does it enlighten me? What is so impressive about that robot? It just looked like a very slow remote control car. A very expensive car. Slow little car. Does it have lasers? What is it? Does it read minds? Does it talk? I don't know. Just it seems very I don't know. I'm not impressed. Bring out a robot walking like this, and then get the robot to flip the coin. That would be scary, but also kind of cool though. You'd be like, oh, I'm scared. Don't kill me. Ha ha. Cool. Good flip, but don't kill me. Ha. You know what I mean? It would be kind of I don't know. Be like, ha. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Are we getting a photo of the robot? Okay. Good. Go away, please. That would be funny, but it would be also scary as hell. But a car, come on. You just flip the car on its back and what's it going to do? All right. By the way, Mboko's still, not even a year into her career. It's crazy. And she's number 9 and she looks like a Grand Slam champion already. It's crazy. Who wins a Grand Slam first? Mboko or Andreeva? That's a question. Why this match when you have team... What? What about team? Team retired 2 years ago. Andreeva easy? Okay. All right. Well, I'm team on Mboko, personally, but all right. I'm on Mboko to win a slam. I don't know where, but I think she'll win one. Mboko, I'm going to go Mboko wins one first. How far do I think Gauff will make the French? I think she should make the semis. Her draw is pretty good. Her draw is good. What if Andreeva wins the French Open? It would be quite epic. It would be. But she's got to play a French woman in the first round, so I'm a little worried about that. After last year's Boiseau stuff, where she fell apart. She's come a long way, but I'm still, yeah. All right. They're about to start play. Leylah's still only 23. So, she made a final of a slam super, super young. So she's still got time too. I mean, these two could be playing off for slams in the future. Dadaru will overpower Demon. I have a feeling Dadaru will beat Demon or on a clay court. Yeah, for sure. All right. Here we go. They are ready to go. This was a crazy run last year by the French players. Yeah, true. Power chat room was at 100 likes already, so thank you for that. All right. Eala versus Jovic, exciting. Can't wait. Yeah, that is a really fun matchup. So many people have been asking for that too. Or really not asking for it, but so many people have been like, oh, Jovic is better. Jovic is better. So it's going to be really fun to watch them finally play so we can actually answer that question definitively, right? Because, she's higher ranked. She's won bigger titles, but they haven't played. So now it's kind of like when last year it was like, Tien's better than Fonseca, and then they played. And then Fonseca won. So I was like, oh, it's probably a really good time to have them play. Eala has a hard start this year. I can't see her beating Jovic. Unfortunate. Jovic is coming off a bit of a strange loss to Navarro, but then again, Navarro, we know how good she is. She's like a top 10 player, so maybe she underestimated Navarro. Stop saying Eala best win is Coco. She is clearly hurt and retired. Stop watching the videos about Eala. Stop watching my previews about Eala and complaining about them because it's not healthy. By the way, I just saw Wim Fizet. I forgot that Wim Fizet was coaching on Mboko. So they are together and they're working. Let's see what's up. Let's see how that goes. I'm excited by that partnership. I think that's only going to be a good thing for Mboko. All right. Fernandez going to serve. Who you got, chat? Let me know. Who you got? First serve's a fault, second serve. Jovic is higher ranked, but we'll see later in a few days. Oh, yeah. We might see on Sunday. All right. Return the net by Mboko. And it's 15-love. By the way, Chad, I went to the thrift yesterday and I found I went yesterday and found Mortal Kombat 1995. I watched it. And then I went to the thrift today and I found Mortal Kombat 2 from 97. It holds up. It's a little cheesy, but 95 Mortal Kombat kind of holds up. The graphics are a bit weird, like the CGI and stuff, but the story it holds up. Also, Pete Sampras' wife's in it. As that goes wide by Mboko, 30-love. She plays one of the characters. 30-love. Wim Fizet in the house. He is coaching Mboko now. Is there a Cam Williams wing at the thrift? No, because I go to a multiple thrift, so no. 40-love. Eala Jovic are playing on Sunday? How do you know that? Dutchie hasn't told me the schedule, so how could you know that? Bridget Wilson was in Happy Gilmore? She was. God, it is chilly at my house. I was wondering why it was so cold. 6 degrees. 3 degrees. Oof. 40-love. Love thrifting. Yeah, thrifting's so much fun. Just treasure hunting. 40-love. And then ace-7 Ooh, good start. Fernandez. 1-0. Fernandez in 3 just because I don't know how Mboko is on clay. Yeah, I think I'm a little surprised that Fernandez was the underdog. I guess because of ranking in the last time they played, but I don't know. I just feel like it should have been 50-50. Like, Fernandez has been better on clay this year, but the ranking goes in the form, the last 12 months goes to Mboko, but I feel like that should be a 50-50. Leylah is projected opponent for Marta Kostyuk 3rd round. Yep. Yes. And then I think it's like Swiatek or Ostapenko, right? Thank you for covering this. No worries. When the draw came out, when they matched up yesterday, I was excited to hopefully watch this, but now that the draw's done, we're all good. Also, Popyrin lost to Rude. We're going to watch that as well today, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we didn't because Popyrin got beaten pretty easily. And then also Daugherty versus Demon is coming on later. Love 15. Fernandez has not lost a point. Serving the back end of Fernandez. Slice long, and it's 15-0. 15-0. Top half of the ladies show Sunday, bottom half on Monday. Yeah, but what about on Tuesday then? 15-0. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the slice of Fernandez. Up goes a forehand up the line from Mboko. Lob goes up by Fernandez. Mboko back on the baseline with a forehand. Fernandez goes cross court at the back of Mboko. Fernandez forehand goes in the net. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again from Mboko. For the men's, it's the other way round. Sunday, bottom half of the draw, top Monday. That's not true. Then who plays Tuesday? Forehand to forehand rally is going to back in now from Mboko up the line. And hit the line. Nice. 30-0. Sorry, 40-15. 40-15. As Mboko serves. A fault. Second serve. Round 1 is Sunday to Tuesday. Exactly. So who plays Tuesday if that's the draw? Or did you just make that up? Backhand goes in from Mboko and it's a win-up. All right, 1-1. So the way these 15-day slams work is that you go on day 1, it's one half of the draw. On day 2, it's both. And on day 3, it's the other half of the draw. That's how they do it. So there's no guarantee that Eala is playing day 1, 2, or 3 yet. She could play 1 or 2, or maybe even day 3. Arsenal won the league. Did I know that? Did I know that? Did I know that? Did I know that Arsenal won the league? Did I know that? Did I know that? Of course I knew that. 1-0. As the backhand return goes wide. And it's 15-love. I woke up and I saw that Man City drew and I was like, wait a second, that's a good thing, right? And then I looked and I'm like, we won. We won. Now we're just going to win the Champions League. First serve's a fault, second serve. As backhand return goes forehand of Fernandez. Forehand from Mboko at the back of Fernandez. Sliced into the back of Mboko. Fernandez with a forehand. Into the backhand now of Mboko. She comes to the net. Fernandez with a pass goes in the net. And it's 15-0. If you put the names in, it tells you when they are playing, not on the day, but not the time. If you put the names into what? Into what? Google? Did you Google this? Did you try and Google the schedule? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Don't tell me you put that into Google. 15-0. Yeah, when somebody says on the internet, do you mean on Google? The schedule won't come out until tomorrow, at the earliest. Eala Jovic are playing on Sunday, says the internet. Oh, but it may change. Yeah, I mean, come on now. If you put Eala tennis into Bing, oh, you used Bing. Well, that must be 100% then. 15:30. Here I was thinking you use Google. Use Bing, and that's so much different. As it beforehand goes out by Fernandez, and it's 15:40. And it's a break point for Mboko. Oh, Bing search. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's way more accurate. 15:40. Come on. What are we doing? 15:40. First serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve. In the backhand of Mboko. Fernandez. In the backhand of Mboko. Fernandez. Off the tape, goes wide. Mboko breaks. 2-1. 2-1. You use Bing for all scores, and it's correct. Hey, look, I'm not saying that they're not gonna play on that day, but if you're using like a search engine to find out the schedule when the schedule hasn't even been announced, then you might get misled. A search engine will not know before the tournament. The tournament will tell us, and that's it. And then from there we'll go. It's an unreliable source. Hey, look, you could guess right though. It could get it right and could guess properly, but then when the schedule comes out and it says, oh, no, they're playing on Tuesday, then everybody's going to be like, what? Why'd you say that? How happy would it be if someone beat Sinner for Zverev? Well, of course. Zverev would be over the moon. Canada versus Canada. This is going to be an interesting match. It is, yeah. Bro, when is the draw video coming? Oh. I'm sorry. Are you busy? You've got somewhere to be? Are you... Yes, sorry, sir. Yes, sir. I'll get back to working on it, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I will get back to making that video right now. Please take many apologies. I'm sorry. I apologize for not bringing it out 2 seconds into when it came out. It'll be coming out in like a couple hours. After this match, I'll get back to editing. All right? Don't worry. By the way, you can go watch the draw preview stream anyway, or the draw ceremony stream. 15 love. When's the video? No, that's all right. I know you're just asking. They'll come out after this match. I was editing and then this match started. So, why is Cam so rude today? Well, clearly he was joking. I was joking. We're just having some fun. 30 love. Cam's slacking. The women's video is done. I just got to do the men's preview. I'm halfway through. If Navarro didn't go 3, I wouldn't have been able to start that. So don't worry, they'll come up like probably in the next couple of hours. Once this match is over, I can go to sleep. After I'm going to edit that and then go to sleep. 40 love. Go get your wedding dress and put it on again. So this guy says, why are you so rude? And then you say something really rude. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I know it's Thursday. Some people like Thursdays. Obviously, you're having a bad day, and I hope that gets better. 40 love. Did you go thrifting? I did go thrifting. I found a bunch of movies. Thrift stores have been lacking, though. I haven't been finding anything other than, like, I only found, like, DVDs and CDs. Return goes into the backhand of Mboko. Great shot up the line. 3-1. Great start from Mboko. Do you make predictions straight after the draw? No, I haven't made any predictions videos. I've only made draw preview videos. Well, half a draw preview video. Don't worry, there'll be more. There'll be videos. You ever see tennis rackets at the thrift? All the time. There are tennis rackets all the time at the thrift. Always see a tennis racket. All right, Navarro performance coming off a break. She's doing great. Oh yeah, I think it's her first. I think I heard like first semi-final in like a year or something. I was like, that's awesome. Love that. All right, love 15. Double fault from Fernandez. But yeah, Navarro. So the winner of this plays Christian. Navarro plays Lee, I think. Yeah, prediction video on the second channel. All right. As that goes in the net by Fernandez. It's love 30. God, Fernandez is getting wrecked. Love 30. Trying to find rollerblades, it's harder than it looks. That's crazy. That is crazy. As the return goes in the forehand of Fernandez, and Mboko to back into the back, and Fernandez sliced. Mboko back up the line. Fernandez sliced it back. Mboko cross court backhand winner. And it's love 40. Mboko for the double break. All right. Love 40. The Obsession movie is insane. Is that out at cinemas? Yeah, it's out at the movies, right? As a return from Mboko goes long. One save, 15-40. How much is the keys card I found? One's going for... Oh, the keys card. Oh. I thought you were like the key card. I'm like, what key card? Yeah. The Madison keys card. I still going for hundreds on eBay. Yeah, I think it's... I don't know. I think it's between like 50 and 100, which is kind of cool. It was definitely the... one of the better signed cards, I think, out of the set. 300k before Wimbledon, maybe. As Fernandez serves a fault, second serve. Why do you not use fun sounds anymore? We have them. All right, 15-40. 7 to the forehand of Mboko. Return goes into the forehand of Fernandez. Fernandez hits it out, and there's the break. Fernandez in trouble. Mboko with the double break, 4-1. $300k during the French. I don't know about that, maybe. Mboko is easily pushing Fernandez around. I know, right? First game, it looked like Fernandez was on fire, and then since then, it's been all on Mboko. She's getting bullied. Didn't expect Fernandez to get wrecked. I know, right? It's weird. I haven't seen Mboko smile once this tournament. Makes me sad. Well, I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's not upset. Just save him for it when she wins the tournament. If she wins the tournament. Oh, me. Oh, God. By the way, Chad, if you haven't already, I know a few of you have, but you can make your bracket for the tournament for Roland Garros. So make your bracket. I'm going to make a bracket video, put it on the second channel over the next couple of days, probably tomorrow, maybe. So, yeah, go make sure you make yours. We're almost at 1,000 people in the bracket challenge, which is crazy. All right, 4-1. Double break for Mboko. Return goes in the forehand of Mboko up the line to the forehand of Fernandez. Mboko cross forehand. Slice from Fernandez goes in the forehand of Mboko. Mboko in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Mboko getting back to business after being out post-surgery early exits. Yeah. And this is a big one. If you can get this. Get an easy win here. That would be huge. Forehand now from Fernandez, the forehand of Mboko. Fernandez forehand cross-court. And Mboko backhand to forehand of Fernandez. Forehand from Mboko again is a winner. Beautiful shot. 15-0. Mboko on grass is going to be so dangerous. She's going to be so crazy on grass, I think. I know it's hard to get used to the grass, but I think if she could really do some damage. All right, 15-0, especially with the serve. And then she serves an ace down the tee just because, to make me look smart. 30-15. 30-15. Do you think Ruud and de Minaur can have a decent run RG? I think Ruud can. I don't think Demon can. And she has Wim Fizette as coach. I know, right? Which makes it even crazier. Like you're going, you're set up for a Grand Slam. Mboko winning a slam, she is ready, and she's only just turned 19. Or she's only 19, right? So I think she turns 20 soon. But she is she is, everything's in place for her to win a slam. Now. Maybe not the French, but she's got everything in line for her to win a slam. She could win the US Open this year. She is it's kind of scary. How 12 months ago we didn't even know we've heard of her, but we didn't know who she was. We hadn't watched her yet 12 months ago. And now she's she might win a slam. As Mboko with a great pickup, it's 5-1. Great running on Mboko. And she is dominating this match. All right. How come you don't stream de Minaur matches recently? Chat, why do we not stream de Minaur? Please tell everybody. Why do we not stream de Minaur, chat? Ready? All together now. 1, 2, 3. Because. Why don't we do it? Because. What's the reason? Come on. Everybody. Together. We all know the reason. Come on. Ready? Because. 5-1. Is it a backhand now to the forehand of Fernandez? Forehand now from Mboko into the back of Fernandez. Because we don't watch Australians. Yay! We don't watch Aussies. Let's go. We're afraid. Hey, I'm not afraid. I'm just cautious. Love 15. Because Cam is afraid. No, it's not because I'm afraid. It's just a rule. We don't watch Australians. So that's why we don't watch de Minaur recently, because we don't watch Aussies. We only watch them when they play against big players, because we have to. We have to watch him play Sinner. Why do we have to watch him play Sinner? One of these days, Chad, I'm not going to watch him play Sinner. And he'll win. As with a forehand now from Fernandez, that's a winner. Great shot. 15-0. 15-0. Cam gets too stressed watching us. Yeah, I can't do it. And also, I feel like people in the chat hate it too. So I'm nobody likes it. I don't like it. It stresses me out. The chat hate it because it's just so annoying. Because I'm cheerleading the whole time. It's just a bad stream overall. Drop shot from Mboko is good, but Fernandez is quick. She gets it. Mboko lob. And then Fernandez puts away the easy volley, 30-15. But yeah, that's why we don't watch. And plus, Dimon's been losing a lot lately, so we haven't really had a chance to watch him because he hasn't played as much as we thought. Anyway, it's 30-15. First serve, default, second serve. It's emotionally draining to watch these two. Is it? 30-15. Double fault Fernandez, 30-all. 30-all. Fernandez just trying to serve first in the second. Not that it made any difference this set. Yeah, Mboko is annihilating Fernandez. I did not expect this. Serve the forward of Mboko. Mboko's out 40-30. Yeah, he's doing all right in Hamburg, though, Demon, which is great. I love that for him. Pleasantly surprised. All right, as Fernandez holds. And Mboko's going to serve for the set. All right, 5-2. 5-2. The comment section is so crazy and negative. I am thinking, do these people even love tennis? What do you mean? On this, where? Everyone seems pretty positive. What will Mboko add to her game with Wim? Probably just confidence. I don't think she needs to really add much. I mean, maybe she needs to sort of like refine her game a little bit. Like, she does maybe, go for too many big serves, and maybe he can just settle her down so she doesn't overhit and go for crazy shots. But she's got great forehand, great serve. So maybe just polish her game up a bit. But also when she gets to those quarterfinals of slams, he's been there, done that. He knows how to coach someone through that. So that's a confidence boost for her to look and go, oh wait, the guy telling me how to play, he's done this many times with many players. Great, I can trust that. I think that definitely that should not be that shouldn't be overlooked. The amount of experience he has, not just with one player. He's won many Grand Slams with many different players, so he knows 100% what he's doing. All right, Mboko serving for the first set. She's a complete player at 19. I can't add anything. But again, I don't think she needs to add anything. I think it's more just about refining her game and playing. I mean, she's got a great serve, and that's half the battle, right? 15 love. And obviously being injury free is definitely a big part of her game. But she just hitting all out. It's crazy. 30 love. And I think the best thing about having Fizette for Mboko is that Wim Fizette has worked with Lazicki, one of the biggest servers of all time, Azarenka, Kvitova, and Osaka, and Zhang as well. So I think that all of those players, and he's also coached them to win slams because he's won. Got to a runner-up title of Wimbledon with Lazicki. He won with the two slams with Osaka. As Mboko, 40 love. So and I feel like Mboko, she's probably more I mean, she's definitely got like, she serves a double fault, 40-15. I feel like she has that kind of like she can hit the down the line shots like Osaka, and she just has that power. But when we watch Osaka and Osaka just smacking the ball all around the place, she's kind of got that kind of game. So he could definitely kind of coach her into playing a little bit more like that. And the serve. I mean, Osaka's got a great serve too, right? As Mboko misses the volley at the net there. Mboko's probably got better movement and maybe better net play than Osaka. But, yeah, I feel like that, like the similarities between those two is where, and especially because Fizette just won 2 slams with Osaka earlier this decade, like a couple, not that long ago. I think those things, like those things that he taught Osaka and helped her with could definitely transfer into Mboko's game. There's a bit of fault second serve. And I mean, he is the reigning Wimbledon coach. So imagine if Mboko won Wimbledon with him. It'd be crazy. Anyways, return goes into the backhand of Mboko. And Mboko on the net, we get the deuce. But yeah, Mboko just rushes things a bit. And I think that's what Wim Fizette's going to be able to help. He's going to be able to help just slow things down a little bit. I love Mboko's serve and +1 shots. Oh, yeah. Her serve is so good. And then she faults again. Why do we keep talking her up? She keeps missing. As the backhand forehand return goes to the backhand of Mboko. 4-0 on the stretch from Fernandez, but Mboko missed it. All right. Advantage Fernandez. As it a 4-1, backing up the line from Mboko as a winner, and we get back to deuce. Mboko is the best. I really missed her during her injuries. I love her. Yeah, she's great. I can't wait till we get back on the hard courts. She's going to be tough. Serving the backhand of Fernandez. Fernandez in the net. Advantage on Mboko to take the first set. All right, advantage on Mboko. Set point number 4. She was up 40-love in this game. She says a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Fernandez. Great return. Mboko gets back with a 4 and hits it in the net. All right, 4 set points saved. Back to deuce. Mboko is the best. Yep. Swiatek's draw looks pretty manageable. What? What the hell are you talking about? Her draw is terrible. Swiatek's draw is as bad as I said it was. And I am... Come on now. You know that I don't over-exaggerate. You know how calmly I talk about things. As we're to slice now to the backhand of Fernandez. 4 out from Mboko. Into the back of Fernandez. Backhand on Mboko goes wide. And Fernandez gets another break point. Advantage Fernandez. Now look, could Swiatek avoid Penko, avoid Kostyuk, avoid Fernandez? Yes. But it's unlikely she's going to avoid all of them. She's going to have to play one of them. Fernandez would probably be her favorite in the 4th round because she'd probably have, she wouldn't be pressured by Fernandez, but if she plays Kostyuk and Penko back to back, and that's just to get to the quarters where she might play Svitolina, who is very dangerous. So, I mean, Mboko double faults, by the way. And Fernandez gets one of the breaks back, 5-3. Literally a wild Penko lurks in the draw. Yeah. Her worst nightmare is right there. It's I don't know. It's manageable if some of those players lose. I can see what you are saying. Good players, but not the kind of draw that feels terrifying for Swiatek on clay. Okay, if you're not terrified, then are you looking at the right draw? You should. I mean, Penko is lurking. You should be terrified. I'm terrified. And then Kostruk's just there as well. You're like, what? What? Penko, Kostruk back to back, and that's just to get to the quarters. And that quarterfinal could be against Svitolina, who also is a nightmare. Like that is, I don't know. Swiatek on clay, unfortunately, is not as formidable as she was. She looked great against Pegula, but then she played Svitolina, and Svitolina got her. You know? So, yeah, I mean, Swiatek on clay, I agree. She is great, but again, I feel like there's a lot of players that would rate their chances. Those three players would rate their chances if they got a chance to play Swiatek. Penko, who she's never beaten. Kostruk, who's won 2 clay titles. And then Svitolina, who just won Rome. I mean, and beat Swiatek along the way. It's just those 3 matches are totally nightmarish. And that's just to play Rebecca in the semis, maybe. You know, it's Fernandez with a half volley drop shot in the net, 15-all. So yeah, so if you're saying that like you're not scared, I wish I had your confidence when it comes to Swiatek. Kostruk hasn't made it past the second round in 5 years. Okay, well that's 1 down. Now what about Penko? Convince me that Penko's not making the third round of player. Convince me Svitolina could lose in the first round for sure. But then you got Bencic there as well. As Fernandez 4 and goes in the net and it's 15-30. I don't know. I don't think Swiatek would be so fortunate to not have to play one of those players. If she avoids all of those players, that would be perfect for her. But she's going to have to play one of them. Like the odds are she'll play one of them. It's going to be very unlikely that she's going to avoid playing 2 players that are in great form and 1 player who is just going to be ready to play. She's like, Penko's only going to put in effort in the first and second round to play Swiatek. Like, Penko's going to do it, she's going to be extra motivated. Whereas if she was in another part of the draw, maybe Penko wouldn't give a shit. But seeing Swiatek there, she's going to be really excited to play now. Anyways, double fault, 15-40. I don't know, man. 15-40, we've got set points for Mboko. More set points for Mboko. Jovic versus Eala. Jovic is quicker than Eala, but I think winnable for Eala. I concur. And with a fault second serve. If there's ever been a good spot for Swiatek to finally beat Penko, is this one. Oh no, I agree. Look, I am all for Swiatek beating Penko Roland Garros. As that goes in the net by Mboko, 30-40. But to say that her draw is not that bad I don't think that's accurate. But I agree. I agree with you there. I think that if she's going to beat Penko, Roland Garros on a slow clay court is her best chance. But then you got to play Kostruk or Svitolina, right? And it's like you get through the Penko problem, and then you got to play Svitolina, who you've lost the last 2 against, right? And it's like, oh, like beating Penko is the third round, not the final, right? So, like, it's the thing after that. Like, I think she can beat Penko too. I believe, but can she beat Svitolina as well? As Fernandez saves another set point, 6 set points saved. Deuce. All right, deuce. I get it. I didn't realize that you don't stream Aussies until yesterday, so my bad for not catching on. That's all right. The reason we don't watch Aussies is because they lose. Dutchy, how dare you? As with a serve, ace out wide. All right, Fernandez. She saved 6 set points, and now she's about to close the gap within a break. All right, advantage Fernandez. Fernandez serves. Into the back end of Mboko. Mboko on the net. All right. Fernandez holds. And Fernandez is going to make Mboko serve for this set again. Remember, Mboko was at 40 love when she served for the set in the first in her first opportunity, and look what happened. Look what happened. All right. Dark horse for the men and women's tournament. For the ladies, I think Svitolina. For the men's, I don't know. I can't see anyone beating Sinner. Unfortunately. So I guess Hoda? Maybe? I don't know. All right. Ostapenko probably will beat Swiatek and then lose in the next round. Yeah, I mean, that could also happen. Is this such a streaky stuff from Leylah? It drives me nuts. Okay. Svitolina is the toughest out of the three, but I think Raducanu, for example, is way more dangerous than Svitolina at Slam. Well, she's also got Raducanu in the draw too, though, right? So, I mean, that that could also be a thing, right? All right. Hoda doesn't have the physicality for best of five. Okay. Somebody asked me to pick a dark horse. So what do you want from me? 4-1 winner from Mboko, 15 love. God. 15 love. We all know Sinner's going to win the French. Like, it's his. If he loses, the world will explode, right? Shit will go crazy. People will be running around the streets, not knowing how to go about their days anymore. But, like, if I had to pick a dark horse, I'm picking someone who's nowhere near Sinner in the draw, down the bottom half, and also has a good draw themselves. And Hoda is the guy. Like, Hoda's draw is actually good, and he avoids Sinner. Now, is Hoda going to win the whole tournament? Probably not. But I'm picking someone who's like as far away as Sinner as possible. And I mean, is Zverev a dark horse? I'll pick Zverev then. All right, fine. I'll pick Zverev. Is he the dark horse? Rude. Maybe. I don't know. Rude? Dark horse? I don't know. I feel like those guys are almost like second and third favorites. But, you know, I guess that everyone's a dark horse after Sinner. It's Sinner and then everybody else. So just pick anybody else but Sinner and it's a dark horse. Is that the rules? I guess that's the rules, right? We can just pick whoever the hell we want. Pick anybody but Sinner and there's your dark horse. 30 love. Well, I think that's the rule, right? Or is the correct answer is nobody? Who's your dark horse pick? No one. Okay, but what if you had to pick one? I refuse. Like, what do you want me to do? Somebody asked me a question. I'm just answering it. Djokovic is the dark horse? I mean, yeah, pretty much, right? Everybody's a dark horse. Sinner's got it wrapped up. Give him the trophy, and we're just going to watch the ceremony. Somebody said for 2-week ceremony. Forehand. Into the forehand of Mboko. Fernandez gets it back with the backhand. Forehand from Mboko. Into the forehand of Fernandez. Mboko backhand again. The forehand of Fernandez. Fernandez hits a wide. 40-15. 40-15. Dark horse implies someone you wouldn't expect to win, but still has an experience is somewhat feasible. All right, then Djokovic. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Mboko just smoked the camera at the net. She just smacked the camera at the net with her serve. Anyways, return goes into the forehand of Mboko. That's a good shot. Fernandez slices it back. This is set point number 7, by the way. As with a backhand. Into the net by Fernandez, and Mboko takes the first 6-4. Took her a little extra time, but she got it done. I'll be honest. On the men's side of things, it's Sinner, and then there's like no follow-up questions. Like that's what it is, right? It's just who's the favorite, who's going to win, Sinner. Who else could win? Nobody. Like that's it. End of discussion. Like, there's no point in talking about what if this guy does this. No. Because at the end of the day, you have to beat Sinner. And if you can't, nobody can beat Sinner. So that's it. Like, the answer is Sinner. There's no dark horse. There's no outside pick because it's not, no one's got a chance. Like, Sinner wins, and we're just going to watch 2 weeks of him playing and eventually win the trophy. That's it. There's no dark horse. There's no like, oh, what if it's not Sinner? No, it's like, it is Sinner. That's it. Who's going to be in the final is the question. That's the question. Who's going to be in the final? Right? Pick your finalist to lose to Sinner, right? That's it. That's it. Now on the ladies' side, much more fun conversation, much more interesting because there's more. Like, you can make arguments for so many different players. On the men's side, if anybody comes in and goes, but Cam, I think this is no, you're wrong. It's Sinner and nobody else has a chance, right? Nobody else can beat Sinner. He's unbeatable. He's not going to lose. No, but he's going for the career slam. Yeah, but he doesn't. Pressure doesn't get to him. Look what happened at on Sunday. He was going for the Golden Masters. He did it. Barely broke a sweat against Ruud. Yes, he was closer than expected, but again, Sinner's not going to buckle under the pressure of winning the French. Like, he's going to be fine. Dude doesn't feel pressure. All right. First set, 6-4. Sinner's never won the French, just saying. Yeah, but he also was championship point last year against the only guy that he fears, just saying. I'm pretty sure Sinner didn't lose a set up until the final, right? Or maybe he lost one set along the way up until that final against Alcaraz, and then he was up 2 sets to love, and he had championship points. I mean, he hasn't won the French, but he was damn close. So he wasn't far away. Wasn't far off. Swiatek isn't as dominant as she was on clay yet, but she looked great against Pegula. I hope we see more of that Swiatek. What happens if he gets sick? Like Shanghai. What if that happens? I mean, that's crazy. Like, okay, yeah. Okay. Like, oh... Like, now we're like, what? Oh, but what if Sinner gets food poisoning or trips over when he's walking out on court or runs into turns around and runs into a closed door and hurts him? Like, now we're talking about, oh, so Sinner needs to be compromised. Okay. Well, yeah, anybody could get sick at any time. Anything could happen to anybody at any time. But, like, that's what you're going to bet on, like, bet against Sinner because you're like, oh, well, he might actually have some dodgy, snails. What do you mean? He's going to have some frog legs. He's going to, I don't think Sinner's going to be risking his diet during a Grand Slam anyway. I'm not saying that he's not going to that couldn't happen, that he couldn't get sick, but I'm also not going to bet against him because he might get sick. Like, crazy. What if it's hot? True. I don't know. They'll close the roof. Like, yeah. I mean, this is what sucks about the ATP with Sinner just dominating is that we can't actually have a reasonable conversation because there's just no, like, the answer is, you know what I mean? Like, we can't actually have like a normal conversation because we have to go to like, well, what if it's like 35 degrees and he's sweating a lot and he's playing against an Ironman in the middle of the day? And you're like, that's a lot of things. We can't have like a normal conversation. We have to like put all these like, we just have to add all these like extra steps, all these like, what do we call, like roadblocks for Sinner, right? We're like, yeah, but what if he does, what if there's like 7 rain delays? Okay. Yeah, but what if he eats like, what if he wakes up one day and his breakfast, he eats like some dodgy eggs and you're like, what? It's like, yeah, okay. we'll wait until if that happens, we'll talk about it. But like up until then, assuming that Sinner's fully healthy, it's just there's no conversation. It's Sinner, and then we'll see who comes second. What if he puts a hat on? Well, he wears a hat all the time, so that would be normal. Anyway, 15 hole. Like, this is what sucks because like it's the same as like last year when we're saying like, oh, well, when Sinner and Alcaraz play, who wins? But now it's just like there's no Alcaraz to like, there's no Alcaraz, so it's kind of like who is gonna make the final? Sucks. Like it sucks that we can't have we can't actually have a reasonable conversation about like because nobody can do it. Like we have to make up rules about against Sinner, right? All right, that goes out by Fernandez 30-0. And like I said last week, let's just watch Sinner, and then if somebody out of nowhere challenges him, we'll enjoy it at the moment. But there's no point in like guessing who's that's going to be. There's no point in guessing when that's going to be, where it's going to be. Like it could be on the grass, it could be on the hard courts, it could be not until Alcaraz comes back. Like I'm done guessing who's going to beat Sinner because the answer is no one. Until somebody like Medvedev comes along and then gets a set off him, and we're like, wow, okay, that was interesting. But like until that happens, backhand slice into the front of Mboko, and Mboko to win a deuce. You don't think Medvedev looked good enough against him in his past matches? No, I do. I think Medvedev looked great. But my question is Medvedev going to make the semis? Like, there's a long way between him and Sinner. Like Medvedev is like if I look at the draw, right? Medvedev has to get through so many players. He has to get through Cerundolo. He has to maybe get through Monfils. He might have to get through Popperin in the second round. He might have to get through Caboli, Tien even. And then in the quarters, like Vachereau, right? Or Baez or FAA. Like, it's not like Medvedev, they're in the same quarter. If they're in the same quarter and we're seeing like, that could be a quarterfinal, I'd be a little bit more like, oh, well, Medvedev. But the semifinals, like, with all those people in between him and Sinner is like, there's too much. If he was where Shelton is, I would probably be a little less. I'd be a little bit more like, especially because Shelton's section of the draw is like pretty open. You've got Bublik, you've got Tiafoe, Griekspoor. If Medvedev was there, I'd be like, okay, that's a better draw than what he has, and maybe he would meet Sinner if he got through Tsitsipas or Bublik. But the fact he's got to get through like all those guys I mentioned, potentially, it's like Popperin's second round is a nightmare. Like Poppy can beat Medvedev in the second round. So like putting Medvedev and Sinner in the semis is kind of weird because Medvedev's got so much to worry about before that. It's too far away to think about Medvedev versus Sinner. Even though if they did play, it would be interesting. But also, Sinner's pretty smart. He downloads information pretty quick, so he's probably not going to let what happened in Rome happen again. All right, deuce. I think Shelton, the King of Clay, will down Sinner. Now, that'd be fun. I mean, I love Shelton. All right, double fault from Fernandez advantage. All right, advantage from Mboko to get the break first game of the second. There's a bit of fault second serve. Sinner is going to lose in the first round and carnage will ensue. That's what I'm choosing to believe. As Fernandez double faults again. That's a shame. Break. The break is there. Mboko setting a break. All right. Tsitsipas versus and Zverev have beaten Sinner before. That counts. Now look, it's not that I don't want to do I believe that Sinner is a 100% unbeatable? No, everyone's beatable. But I just am sick and tired of going through this every tournament with Sinner and being like, well, Tsitsipas won that match one time, and I remember when Zverev used to beat him, maybe he could do that again. Like all of these things, it's like let's just talk about WTA. It's way more interesting. like trying to play who's gonna beat Sinner. Like let's play the guessing game is just annoying, and I'm over it. We've been doing this for 2 months. Since Alcaraz has been gone, right? We did it for all of Rome, we did all of Madrid, we did it even in Monte Carlo and Miami. We're doing it, right? We're playing the who can beat Sinner game. First it was who can get a set off Sinner, and now it's who can beat him, right? And the answer is nobody. When Alcaraz lost to him, I think that was when everyone was like, oh, actually, maybe the answer is nobody. And we do it all the time, like every day. And it's just sort of like the repetitive conversation. And we go around in circles and we're like, well, if Zverev plays like this, and then Zverev comes out and loses. And then it's like, well, but what if this guy does this? Doesn't happen. Like, let's just, like I said, with Sinner, let's just watch Sinner. Let's just watch Sinner every day. And if anybody shows any sign of life against him, that we'll enjoy that and we'll get excited because it's like, oh, something different. But I'm just over this trying to figure out who's going to beat Sinner because it's nobody. The answer is no one can beat Sinner right now. Like, look, the answer is zero. Nobody. Look at who's beaten him lately. Nobody. Right? So let's just watch Sinner and see who he plays and see how they go. And see if somebody surprises us. Anyways, Mboko is out 40-15. And in the meantime, we'll watch the WTA side because there's going to be way more things going on. Because unfortunately, at the French, everyone's playing for second. Like, everyone's playing for the runner-up trophy. Sinner's got the trophy already locked in, and everybody else is playing for second. Until somebody proves us wrong, which I don't think is going to happen. But if it does, we'll be there to watch it, and we'll see what happens. All right, forehand goes out by Fernandez, and it's 2-love. Last few tournaments, Leylah double faults are an issue. Yeah, she's double faulting a lot today too. I think she might be double faulting because she's trying to almost like compete with Mboko's serve, which is not smart because Mboko's got one of the biggest serves. All right. Poor Sashri can't take a break. First big three, now Sinkeras. And now Sinner. I know, right? Oh, man. I tell you, though, I did say this before, as with a forehand now up the line into the front of Fernandez. Mboko. Forehand winner. Love 15. And I stand by this. It kind of stinks for Zverev, but if Djokovic was up the top half of the draw, it would have been a lot better for Zverev. But I think Djokovic, I don't know if Djokovic is going to make it to the semis to play Zverev. I mean, there's nothing that says that he has zero form. I don't. Yeah, I mean, Zverev shouldn't be worried about playing Djokovic in the semis until like maybe the fourth round. And if Djokovic gets that far, and he should, but also, will he get that far? Love 15. I think Ruud is more likely to get to the semis and play Zverev. All right, so here is the schedule for Roland Garros. Loose schedule. So we've got bottom half of the draw for the ladies and the bottom half of the draw for the men will be on Sunday and Monday. And then some of the top half for the ladies and the men will be on Monday, Tuesday. So bottom half of the draw starts on Sunday, which means no Sinner on Sunday. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. So there is that's the schedule. So that means on day one, probably be a lot of French people, probably. So Swiatek, day one, maybe. Raducanu, maybe on day one. Fernandez could be day one. Love 40, by the way, on Boko. Who else is day one? No Eala on day one. She's up the top, so she's not playing day one. On the men's side, we could be getting Djokovic day one against Purikar. Zverev versus Bonzi. I mean, those are both going to be at the night session. One night each, right? Maybe. Fonseca might be day one. So, yeah. So, that's fun. All right, love 40 for a double break here. Slice from Fernandez. Mboko 4 up the line. There's the double break. 3 love. Yeah, so Fonseca, Hadar, Zverev, Wawrinka Feast. Oh, that'll be night. That could be night 1 or 2. Ooh. Actually, Djokovic and Zverev might have to fight for the night session because Wawrinka Feast is definitely going to be a night session. Either day 1 or 2. There's no doubt. So that's good. Ruud is the more informed clay quarter. Novak has 0 form in this clay season. Exactly. And I don't even know how serious Djokovic is taking the clay season. Or like Roland Garros. I don't think he'd be that bothered if he lost, especially if he lost to Ruud. I feel like he'd be like, yeah, well, I didn't play. We all know Djokovic's best chance is going to be, better chance is going to be Wimbledon, right? Ruud is worse than Zverev in finals. He just does not show up. What are you talking about? Did you watch the final of Rome? Ruud was way better than Zverev had been against Sinner. So yeah. Fun times ahead. Usually day one they don't put that many matches on. But yeah, so Swiatek, Penko, day 1 or 2. Raducanu on day 1 or 2 as well. So yeah, so we've got some matches. Yeah, Fonseca, Ruud, Djokovic, Zverev, Hoda, Feast versus Wawrinka, all potential first round. And that means on day 2 and 3, it's the top half of the draw. So like we could be seeing Sinner on Tuesday. We could be seeing Gauff on Tuesday. Mboko could play Tuesday. Sabalenka might play as late as Tuesday. On the men's side, Sinner might play Tuesday. I'm sure he'll play probably nighttime, though. Sinner might play Tuesday night, which gives him a couple extra days off if he needs them. Medvedev. Top half of the draw, I gotta be honest. I'm looking at the top half of the draw and I'm like, we're not watching much on the men's side except for Sinner. I can't see too many players that I'm like, oh, yeah, we got to watch that. Like, on the bottom half of the draw, we've got Zverev, we've got Hoda, we've got Djokovic, we've got Feast, we've got Fonseca. But top half of the draw, I'm like, Sinner. I mean, Monf, maybe. We could watch Monf. I mean, Tsitsipas. Like, top half of the draw is pretty slim on the men's side. On the women's side, though, we've got plenty of matches. But on the top half of the men's is like, we'll watch Sinner. And maybe Medvedev. Like, it's pretty brutal. All right, love 30 here. It's Fernandez. It's a winner. She's about to get one of the breaks back. Love 40. Bottom half of the draw is way more interesting on the men's side. I'm not being savage, right? I'm being like realistic. Like, did I say anything? Like, what do you mean savage? I don't think that's savage. It's not that I'm not interested because they're not playing Sinner, because they're going to play Sinner. I'm just like, all the big names that we usually watch on the men's side are down the bottom. Like, most of the big names that we've been watching are down the bottom half. All right, return goes in the form of... No, it's a double fault, is it? Oh, all right, one of the breaks back. Fernandez. 1-3. Maybe someone who hasn't played Sinner yet will take him out. It won't happen. Sinner will not lose. He will not lose. All right, 3-1. Still a break for Mboko. And she gets back into the net. It's 15 love. Leylah destroyed Mboko on clay. Destroyed by Mboko on clay. But able to bring Raducanu to the brink on indoor clay. Odd. That's called WTA. WTA is like that. Players prefer playing early in the Grand Slam so that they play the semi-final, one, get extra rest. I'll be honest, my brain is too tired to understand that. I'm sure that made sense, but I just didn't understand it. All right, 30 love. Feast and stand down the bottom half, so they're going to play Monday or Sunday or Monday. Backhand return goes forehand of Fernandez. Backhand out from Mboko. Fernandez forehand up the line. Mboko gets back. Fernandez volley. As Mboko forehand inside out wide. 40 love. I think Fernandez won like 7 points in a row. You've forgotten the top half of the draw that Sinner's nightmare exists. Spaziri. Yeah, this is where we are, right? This is the reality that we live in right now. Yeah, we're in dreamland. Like you know what I mean? Like on the men's side, it's like we're grasping at straws. Forehand now from Mboko. That's a great shot. 40-15. Like we're doing the same thing. Oh, Tsitsipas has a 6-3 head-to-head record though. Oh, maybe Steph. Remember Spaziri had him on the ropes in Australia. Yeah, but when are they going to play? Like quarterfinals? Spaziri going to make the quarters? Does he play on clay? I've never seen him. Has he got clay tennis? I don't know. Like again, it's just like we're grasping at straws. It's easy just to accept that no one can beat him until somebody like shocks the world. But even then, just don't expect that. 40-30. All right. As we get a serve again from Fernandez is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve in the front of Mboko. Back four now from Fernandez. The back of Mboko up the line. Fernandez can't get it. We get the deuce. We get to deuce. People seem to forget, despite his physical issues, he still won against Spaziri in 4 sets. Yeah, but also I think people are also underestimating the unique of that, the how unique that situation was. Like that is such a unique situation. Like that, yeah. Like that situation is so like they're not going to do that. It's probably not going to be like that with the French. I don't think Roland Garros is going to have that sort of those conditions. Backhand goes long by Mboko. We get to deuce. It was such a that whole heat rule and the day was on fire. Like everything was on fire and blah blah. Like that is not normal. It wasn't a normal situation. So again, using that as an example is so. Again, it's just like going, well, maybe he'll eat something bad for breakfast and he'll feel sick. It's the same thing. Well, maybe it's really, really hot and Sinner's body will react in a bad way like it was against Spaziri. It's like, yeah, but that's not a common thing that happens. Like how many we can name like the 3 times it's happened recently, like this year, but or 2 times it's happened, right? We're like, oh, well, yeah, he was cramping and this time. Like, oh, remember Shanghai? Yeah, remember that? Yeah, like it's like it doesn't happen. It happens in the most extreme of situations for Sinner. But then he's also, how many times has he won matches where it's like been extreme situations too? And it doesn't look affected at all. So it's like, again, why are we doing this? We're playing this game again. This game is boring. I'm over this game. Forehand return. Goes in the forehand of Fernandez as Mboko puts up a lob. And then Fernandez comes to the net. Up goes the lob by Mboko. It goes long, and it's back to deuce. All right, deuce. Can we watch Demon Orb? No, we don't watch Aussies. Can't believe people think Sinner is not going to win RG. Yeah, look, I'll tell you, it's much easier if you just accept that he's going to win RG and just enjoy the ride. So much easier. Especially if you're a problem solver, just accept that he's going to win and then there's no problem to solve. All right, that goes out by Mboko, advantage Fernandez. Advantage Fernandez to just keep things close. You're not going to watch the Australian? Yeah, we never watch Aussies on this channel. That's a rule. I actively avoid watching Australians. It messes with my peace of mind. All right, advantage Fernandez. First serve, the fault, second serve. Second serve. Double fault, back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. Another double fault. This is a shame. As the return goes into the back end of Fernandez. Oh, and hit the tape and went over. And Mboko was kind of hesitant to get there. She just kind of stopped. And it's advantage Fernandez. Advantage Fernandez. Because Australians are bad. Can we get Trishan out of here? Come back when Raducanu plays, please. I don't make fun of your players. As we're going to find out from Mboko, the back end of Fernandez. Mboko forehand up the line. Fernandez puts up a lob. Goes long, back to deuce. This is such a weird match. Like, Mboko's dominating, but she's not... It's not showing on the scoreboard. She's giving... Like, she should have won the first set a lot easier, and she should have probably been up by 5-1 here. Great for Fernandez, though. Good hustle, but it just feels like Mboko is... She's in control, but she's not really putting Fernandez out here. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Fernandez, backhand Mboko to the forehand of Fernandez, up the line to the forehand of Mboko. Fernandez backhand goes long, and it's advantage Mboko to get the 4-1 lead. Advantage Mboko for a double break. As the return goes off the tape to the forehand of Fernandez. Mboko slice. Fernandez with a forehand inside out winner. Great shot, Fernandez. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Oh, pardon me. Oh, deuce jail. All right. Fernandez serves again. Fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Mboko. Ooh, return goes wide. And it's advantage Fernandez. Advantage Fernandez to keep it close. As the return goes in the net by Mboko. All right, Fernandez holds after a marathon game. And it's 3-2. Fernandez, 30 minutes for 5 games. I mean, this is a marathon. This is genuinely a marathon. like I said, I mean, Mboko should have finished. This match should be over the way she's been playing, but she just hasn't been able to get it done. And she's keeping Fernandez in it. She's leaving Fernandez a chance to get back. It's only one break. All right. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got the French Open starting Sunday. We're gonna, man, I tell you, next 2 weeks gonna be brutal, but in a good way. We're gonna have so much. We're gonna be doing so much. So make sure you join us for that. I'm surprised that Djokovic and Zverev are playing Sunday. Nah, I think one of them is playing Sunday, one's Monday. But unless the draw came, did the schedule come out, or did they just? I don't think they're both playing. They're probably going to spread them out one day at a time, one day each. Because remember, round 1 goes for 3 days. That's how things work these days. RP camp sleep. Yeah, I don't sleep during slams. I mean, it's 3 a.m. now. This is the week off. On the women's side, who's the best player to not win any titles in recent time? Coco. Coco hasn't won a title for a while. Probably Gauff. I mean, she hasn't won a title since like October, which has been a while. Schedule's not out. Yeah. All right, 30 love. Nathan, where did you get that information from? Is it a 4 now from Mboko? That's a winner, 40 love. Oh, you mean career titles? Well, up until this year it was Mukova. But Mukova won a 1,000, so it kind of makes up for it a little bit. All right, first serve default, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the back of Mboko. Slice Fernandez goes into the back of Mboko. Mboko puts it away. That's a better game. 4-2. 4-2. Yeah, Nathan, where are you getting this information from? You need to tell us where you are finding this this out. Where are you sourcing this information? All right, 4-2. As the return goes into the forehand of Mboko, Fernandez again to the Mboko backhand, Mboko on the net. And it's 15 love. $15 love. A bit of bolt, second serve. Double fault. Leylah serve. Brutal. 15-0. As that goes out in the return from Mboko, 30-15. Lol, I bet on myself in that case. Wait, what are you talking about? Andreeva's on Sunday. Nathan, where are you getting this information from? Did the French Open call you and tell you this? Is it on their website? 30-15. Penko is the curse of Swiatek's career. I don't think so. I don't think Swiatek's career has been that. I mean, she's still won six Grand Slams. 30-15. As a return from Mboko goes to the slice of Fernandez on Mboko. Forehand up the line. Fernandez lob. Mboko volley is too good. 30-0. Good serve down the tee, the backhand of Mboko. Forehand out from Fernandez. And then the lob goes up and Fernandez puts it away. All right. 40-30. All right, 40-30. Chat, why do I have to say this every time? Why do I have to say it every time? All right, back end in the net by Fernandez, back to deuce. Okay, so here, chat, I'll say it again. And this applies pretty much across the board, right? If an app, a search engine, or any other source of tennis schedule has not got times allocated, but they're putting them on a random day, it is a placeholder. It is not gospel. It is not true. It is not fact. So if you're like, I saw it on this app, or it's on this website, or it's on this thing, they put them in there because they're like, well, these two players are playing, and when we get the schedule, we'll reschedule it. We'll put it where we'll place it where it is. But until the schedule comes out, they're all just placeholders. So saying that Andreeva's playing Sunday, she might, but the schedule, it's not locked in because there's like 100 people playing at the same time as her, and that's not going to happen. So, like, what's a placeholder? So again, as Mboko puts it out in 4-3, yeah, they're not guaranteed to play at the time that is allocated on the web, on those apps and stuff. They're just play, and a placeholder is they've gone, okay, this match is going to happen, right? Whatever it is, this match is going to happen, and this is where it's going to. Like, it might be on day one, maybe it's on day two, but these players are going to play. But that's a fact. But we just don't know where, so we're just going to put it on our app or put it on our website, and then when we get the schedule, we will put it in the right time slot, right? But for now, they're just like, well, these matches are happening. We just don't know when because the schedule hasn't come out. Does that make sense? So that's why, like, the schedule hasn't come out. Like for day two, or we don't know yet. Until we have a schedule, we don't know. We have a rough idea, right? Like Hadar's just sent me a bunch of players, right? And I have no idea because it doesn't say anything. So wait, hang on. What have you sent me? Is this for day one? So on day one, we know who's playing, but we don't know when, right? So thank you, Hadar, for sending me this. So Andreeva is playing Sunday, but we don't know when, right? So Ferro versus Andreeva, it's not going to be first thing in the morning, but it could also be first thing in the morning. We just don't know yet because they haven't given us a proper schedule yet. Raducanu's playing Sunday, apparently, but again, we don't know when. And then on the women's side, so what is it? So who is it? So we've got... So none of the big names. Andreeva's the biggest name on Sunday, I think, maybe. Maybe? No Raducanu. No Swiatek. I can't read Swiatek's name. No. And then the men's side, Sunday is Fonseca's playing Sunday apparently, but we don't know when. Fritz. Zverev is playing Sunday. He'll play Sunday night because he's playing. Djokovic and Zverev are playing Sunday. Is that real? They're both playing Sunday? That can't be real. Is that true? All playing Sunday. That's crazy. Are they really going to stack Djokovic and Zverev on a Sunday? Sunday. Then who's playing Monday? They have no players left. Who plays Monday if they're playing Sunday? That's crazy. So does Sinner play Monday and then who plays Tuesday? That's crazy to me. So Sunday is going to be like super stacked. So Nathan, okay, bloody hell, Nathan. Send me the information rather than you just didn't give us any source, mate. You got to tell us where you're getting this stuff from so then we can go through it. If you're reading what I'm reading, then you should have told us. Instead of just being like, Andreeva's playing Sunday. Okay, how do you know that? Sunday. Like, guys, you got to send me shit. Like Hadar just sent me stuff. So now I actually can read it and go, oh, okay, yes. It's on Google. Don't you start with that shit. 30-all. But yeah, we don't know what time they're playing. But that's crazy to think that Zverev and Djokovic are both playing on the same day on Sunday. Sunday start? Yeah, you got to send links. That's crazy. So Swiatek, we're back and we're playing on Monday is what I'm getting from this. Anyways, 30-all. We're missing this match. I'm so sorry. 40-30. Chat, we'll just watch tennis when it comes on. I can tell you this much. We're not watching the French Open until Sunday. Yeah, definitely don't use Google. Google is not going to give you the right answer. It's going to give you an answer, and it may or may not be correct. All right, 40-30. There's a forehand into the slice of Fernandez. Fernandez in the net. 5-3. 5-3. All right. This has been a very long, straightforward match. I'm not going to lie. Mboko has taken a lot longer to win this match than she needed to. Fernandez has fought well, but it's just, she's never felt like she's been in this match, Fernandez. She's been hanging on. She's been trying to win games. You know, it's brutal. It's been mid-low-key, but it's all right. Yeah, it's been good, but it's been... yeah, I mean, we've talked about Sinner, and we've talked about the draw and the schedule for more than the match, which is a shame. First as a fault. By the way, winner of this plays Christian in the semis tomorrow. 15 love. Fernandez serves into the backhand of Mboko. Corner from Fernandez up the line. That's a good shot. Mboko slices it back. Fernandez slices up the line. Mboko pass in the nets. And it's 30 love. 4-4 is actually a respectable scoreline for Fernandez. It should not have been this close. She has not been... This is like on Mboko. This should not be this close. As a backhand return, goes in the forehand of Fernandez. Backhand now from Mboko. The forehand of Fernandez. Mboko puts up a lob. Fernandez lets it bounce wide. 40 love. Who's winning RG? Sinner. 40 love. Yeah, we are prepping for RG. 40 love. That's a bit of fault second serve. On the women's side, Coco. I'm going Coco Gauff back to back. Why not? Forehand return into the forehand of Fernandez. Forehand from Mboko. Goes wide. All right. Fernandez holds. And Mboko's going to serve for the match. All right. 5 and 4. Oh my god. Oh, me. I was not prepared for this match to be super late. I still gotta make a video after this too. If Leylah breaks, have an exciting ending, maybe, yeah. Are we having pick our team on the stream? Pick our team stream? No. See, this is, and I talked about this the other day. That's the problem with these Sunday starts, is that they just don't give us a day off between. You know what I mean? Like, if we had Sunday with nothing on, like, because Saturday the finals are over, then maybe we would, but we just don't have that gap day. So we just go straight into the French with, like, no. So I would do one, or I would at least do something interesting if we had an off day, but we just don't have an off day. We're going straight into Roland Garros with not even a 1 day off. Oh man! Tell you what, this sport is it's a sport. It's not an easy sport to follow. It consumes you. All right, let's see if Mboko can finish this match off. But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll tell you though, after Wimbledon, no tennis. I'm pretty sure there is no tennis. Or at least nobody's playing. 15 love. That goes out by Fernandez. After Wimbledon, it's like clay court tennis after Wimbledon. Like the week after Wimbledon is literally just clay. Clay and a tournament in Greece on the WTA. Yeah, we got like 2 weeks off after Wimbledon. That's the time. That's the I'll see you in a couple weeks. No tennis to speak of. Unless Alcaraz comes back during that time, which would be really annoying. Love. Alcaraz, I'm going to play Bostad. Why? Why are you going to Kitzbühel? If that's even a thing. Is that still a thing? He's on to Omagh. Don't play Omagh. All right. Double fault on Mboko, 30-15. Hands on Mboko serves again. Serving to the forehand of Fernandez. Backhand from Mboko is good. Fernandez gets it back, and then Mboko forehand cross court. Slides Fernandez into the backhand of Mboko. Fernandez forehand of the stretch. Mboko backhand. Up the line. Too good. And it's match points for Mboko. Just too strong for Fernandez. 40-15. Mboko to get it done in straight sets. But Fernandez has been good. I mean, it could have been a lot easier for Mboko, but you got to give Fernandez credit for keeping it close. Serves a fault. Second serve. Novak is apparently playing on Sunday, according to sources. Second serve. Into the backhand of Fernandez. Good return to the foot of Mboko. Mboko hits it out. Of course, she wasn't going to get on the first one. Remember, it took her 7 set points to win the first set. 40-30. 40-30. Match point number 2. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Fernandez. Good return the back of Mboko up the line. Mboko hits a winner. There it is. Mboko gets it done, and she is into the semis. And they hug it out of the net. And Mboko is the best Canadian player. She's beaten her twice now. And she is so dangerous. I mean, if Mboko just cleans up her errors, she will be so scary to play in every surface. That was a long straight sets, though. Nearly 2 hours. It was about an hour, just over an hour and a half, which was it wasn't easy for Mboko. Could have been easy, but she did take the long way around. And now she'll go play Christian in the semis tomorrow. Leylah's going to go Roland Garros, and she's going to play against somebody. GG's. Oh, me. Oh. If you are leaving, by the way, don't forget to sub on the way out. I don't know what we're going to watch over the next couple of days because, to be honest, I really don't want to watch matches before Roland Garros. I want to have at least one day where I can just shut the hell up and not speak out loud and just, kind of just curl up in a ball and recharge. But something tells me that's going to happen. That's what we need, Joe. We need a forced day off. That's why like the Sunday, no tennis Sunday before the slams was so good. Because you're just like, you couldn't do anything even if you wanted to. There's nothing on. What are you going to do? Rewatch the French Open from last year? Maybe. Yeah, they kind of robbed us of that rest day before the slams. Also, the anticipation's just gone because you go from Hamburg or you go from this final into the next day and you're like, oh, now we're in Roland Garros. You just miss that that delayed start. I'm excited for Wimbledon though because they do have the Sunday. They don't have the Sunday starts, so that'll feel like that'll feel crazy. Everyone's at the Monfils Party Stadium full. Nice. I can't believe Monfils is retiring. Yeah. Have to go touch grass. Yeah, it's always a good idea. Can you sound tired? Get some rest. I'm just gonna make some videos after this, and then I'll pass out. What's on? Like, what is there to do? Like, is there anything coming up the next couple of days? That's the question. Hamburg's kind of Geneva's kind of meh. Hamburg's kind of meh. Hamburg's a little bit meh. Even this tournament, I mean, this tournament's kind of falling apart too. And Mboko's the only seed left. Yeah. I mean, these tournaments are kind of... Yeah, they're a little bit... These tournaments are sort of slowly falling off. NBA playoffs. Yeah, I could watch that on my own. I could definitely watch that on my own. Yeah, the Rafa thing doesn't come out. I wish the Rafa thing came out this week. I know they want to try and capture the French Open audience and stuff, but like having it come out during the middle of the tournament really just... I got so much to watch, and then I got to watch Rafa documentary. Come on, man. It should have been pre-French Open, like as a watch this and then get hyped. But I know why they put it in the middle. I know why they did it. It's the height. Like everyone's going to be like, oh, I miss Rafa, and then a documentary comes out. I know why they do it. But I wish they didn't, so I could watch it in peace and not have to cram it in the schedule of third round matches. It might actually, you know what? It might be the time of the tournament where I can kind of have a chill day because we usually have a chill day, the midpoint anyway. So it might actually be all right. Yeah, it would have been great pre French Open to just get you fired up for the tournament. Watch a Rafa doc, and then get into the tournament. Mboko versus Sabalenka RG would be great. Maybe, yeah. Who watched Rafa and Andy? Yeah, I've seen that. It was a great interview. 5-1 to Tien. Where's that? Where's Tien playing? Oh, against Mickelson. Wait, what? Oh, Geneva. Okay. Interesting. Cool. By the way, a lot of errors from Fernandez in that one. 8 double faults too. 5 double faults from Mboko. 49 errors combined. Mboko had 27 winners though, so that was pretty decent. But yeah, a lot of errors from Fernandez, unfortunately. Novak and Co has exhibition match right now. Oh yeah, he's gone to the Monfils party, right? Is that what you're referring to? Djokovic is playing at the Monfils party? Yes. Holy shit, there's like 100 people going out there. I love that. Zverev is there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that for... while I edit. What and where is the Rafa doc? It's on Netflix. And it's on next week. Next Friday, I think. I think it comes out next Friday. Or Thursday. Tien won. Nice. All right. Swiatek's draw is ridiculously tough. Thank you. Finally. Just saw it. Yes, I know, right? It sucks. See, it's not just me who says it. It's true. It's the truth. Prediction for Daderi versus Demonor. I don't know. Demonor because I said so. Demonor with my biased. I'm biased. God, it's so cold in here. Tien versus Bublik, possibly. What, in the when? Where? This week? Or is that you're talking about French Open? Or are you talking about Geneva? They play in Geneva. Wait, what? What the hell? Oh, yeah. Okay. What does Geneva look at? Geneva's going crazy. Geneva's insane. We're not watching Demon or no. No. So Sinner's apparently at this party as well. Holy shit, they got so many different people. That's crazy. Gasquet's there. Shelton, Osaka. I have no idea what they're doing. Songa ran out as well. Love that. Who's the DJ with the glasses? That's not David Guetta, is it? Yeah, Joe's there. Songa's there. Dude, he could play tennis tomorrow. Bring back Joe. Come on, he's only like 40. Come on, bring back Joe. Can you imagine Songa versus Sinner? Come on. That'd be awesome. Bring back Joe. How good was Tsonga? I would argue that he was the greatest, maybe the second best French player of all time of the Open era. I think he's definitely the best French player in the last 40 years. Since Noah. Noah has a slam, so he probably wins that, but Tsonga's got to be second. Ahead of Monf, ahead of Gasquet, ahead of anybody else that you can think of on the men's side. Osaka's hair is looking kind of cool. Tsonga beat Rafa the AO. He did, yes. And he beat Djokovic as well at the AO. It's on YouTube. They're doing the thing for you on YouTube. All right, Chad, I'm going to go make a video for you all to watch. Bouchard is doing like some thing as well. I don't know what she's just sitting there talking about stuff. All right. So, yeah, this might be the last time we're live until the French. I don't know. I don't know if we do anything tomorrow. This might be the last stream before Roland Garros. Rude Navone, maybe. I mean, we might watch Geneva final. If it's Rude in the final, Rude versus like TN would be fun. Maybe. I kind of feel like Hamburg's a bit of a. It's kind of gone to shit. Like, it's just kind of falling apart, the draw. It's not a shit tournament, but it's just like the draw's falling apart. I mean, Paul versus Darder. I mean, I couldn't. Hamburg semis might be interesting, maybe. I don't know. One of them. The other one, I'm like, I don't really want to watch Bouze versus Kovacevic. Mboko plays Christian. I mean, maybe Mboko Navarro final if we maybe. I don't know. Don't just say this is what it's going to be, right? We're not going to watch anything unless we do. We might watch something, but probably not. Take the next 2 days off, chat. You earned it. Unless I go live and then come back. And then we have Roland Garros on Sunday, and it's going to be a big Sunday because the schedule is crazy. The schedule is stacked. But anyways, I'll be back whenever, some point, at least in the next 2 days, to watch the clay court event that is in France. But Mboko wins pretty easily. I mean, it was 4-4. Fernandez put up a fight, but it was pretty one-sided. Mboko really never gave away the lead. Fernandez never really had a chance, and she never led. I think she led like one love. But Mboko's into the semis. I'll see you guys later.